First, I have a question. How have y'all been enjoying the story times? Definitely talk to me in these comments and let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. But as we follow along and go through in this clip here, we're going to finish exactly where we started. So sit back, buckle up, and let's do this real nice and slow. Hey, my I Am family. This is the I channel because you know it's all about us. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can come along on this quest on how I reinvented my life. Been traveling the world. We'll be dropping you gems. You'll see cooking tutorials and how I'm out here being a great mom. You will be inspired, informed, gain insight, and get the inside scoop on what's what, and definitely be on the interviews. Ta-ta. Whoo, baby, so we are and back I will be recognized. I told y'all that lady, Lieutenant Sutton, baby, she said, get in there, take it all off, and drop and cough. That's exactly what I did. So when I looked back out that door and realized that that ex-husband was gone, and baby, all I had was a tunnel hallway to walk down, I remember her saying, she gave me a card, 17952-021. So when she gave me that card, I heard she picked a little walkie-talkie up off her hip. Baby, and it was a wide hip, so she was... Report to the lieutenant's office. I need you to come take me to D unit. Baby, I didn't know what D unit was at. B unit, IRS unit, and then another unit. All I know when that officer came, he was standing there. He stood about like 6'2", and he said, this way, young lady. I knew right then, baby, my life no longer belonged to me on my terms. I followed behind him. They gave me a netted bag, had their number on there. They gave me a shirt that was buttoned up, creased to the guards, and some pants. And when I walked down, I was walking down the hallway. It was a long cemented walkway. It had like 4 duplex buildings, and they had like little ramps or stairs going to them. And you could see the door open. As we walked out, I heard a loud sound. And in that sound, all I heard was, 10-minute move, 10-minute move. I kind of like clutched because I didn't know what they was talking about. Whether the army was coming, a squad was coming. All I heard was 10-minute move. So I walked real like, sped up a little bit, walking next to the officer like, what does that mean? He was like, oh, when you hear that, they'll let you know. You'll know what's going on. When you move. I'm like, when I move. Baby, that man walked me down. We passed one building. He was like, well, that's brick out there. I went to turn though. He said, where you going? I'm looking like, I thought you was pointing. So now I'm a little startled because I don't know what's going on. We get to what is known as D unit. Baby, when we get to D unit, I heard somewhere from across the compound, because that's what they called it, the compound. Somebody yell out, Princess! Baby, I clutched. I look like, when I heard that, I'm looking around. When I tell y'all this was the type of cement that you walk in, and it seems like every step felt heavier and heavier. I'm up here already, don't know what's going on. So when I heard that loud yell out of nowhere, Princess, you know they had to be family or somebody who really know me. And at that moment, I looked up. And I saw OG Donna. Baby, let me tell y'all something. Everything seemed all right. Donna Curriton, that's her name. And I used to know her as Auntie when I was a little girl. And I'm talking about a little girl. I'm talking about I was like 8 or 9 years old. But as I grew older, I still knew her because she was in a relationship with my cousin. So I'm like, what Donna doing in prison? That's the only thing came to my mind. But in my mind, baby, I'm all right because she here. So we arrived, she walked over there, and I'm talking about walking like she just happened to see me like I was that still little girl she remember. Baby, all I know is I had arrived at something that they call D unit. Baby, and when I heard that, I'm looking around. When I tell y'all this was the type of cement that you walk in, And it seems like every step felt heavier and heavier. I'm up here already, don't know what's going on. So when I heard that loud yell out of nowhere, Princess, you know they had to be family or somebody who really know me. And at that moment, I looked up and I saw OG Donna. Baby, let me tell y'all something. Everything seemed all right. Donna Curriton, that's her name. And I used to know her as Auntie when I was a little girl. And I'm talking about a little girl. I'm talking about I was like 8 or 9 years old. But as I grew older, I still knew her because she was in a relationship with my cousin. So I'm like, what Donna doing in prison? That's the only thing came to my mind. But in my mind, baby, I'm all right because she here. So we arrived. She walked over there. And I'm talking about walking like she just happy to see me, like I was that still little girl she remember. Baby, all I know is I had arrived at something that they call D unit. As we standing there, she talking, she leaned down. I heard her saying, that lieutenant that just walked you out here with this officer, don't play with her. That officer over there, do not play with him. Baby, the smell was just atrocious. Because we were standing outside and it wasn't like, oh, it was something stank, but it was just a smell like, this is not freedom. I can't do what I want to do. I can't go where I want to go. And we standing there, she was just telling me that's the child hall over there. I'm talking about the child hall. She said that's where you go eat at. The laundry room down there. I'm going to take you to laundry on the next 10-minute move. So I remember what that man said. So I asked her, what's a 10-minute move? Before she can even begin to explain, baby, D unit door flew open. And the door seemed like it was so heavy. I remember a young lady coming out and she had like a pouch in front of her and walked like this. Baby, and she went to talking, but I couldn't even focus on her. My head just turned looking in the door. And I looked in. So I'm sitting up there like, I'm going to have to learn this. And I'm going to have to learn my own. So the lady that was walking out said something. Anybody know Donna? Baby, Donna cussed her out from a slipper to a boot. Oh, nasty ass B, old bald head B. Don't mother ever. So I'm sitting there like, what's really going on? The lady didn't even say nothing disrespectful. The lady ain't even say nothing. But I knew at that moment, either Donna had pull, she had weight, or Donna was a little off. All of the above, whatever it meant, I know I was okay. Donna said, we gonna go in here. I'm gonna show you how to make your bed. I'm sitting in my mind like, show me how to make my bed. But at that moment, I hushed my mouth. Before we could go inside, I saw her turn around and she was like, Jones! She did like that. Officer Jones was the officer who was over the wreck yard. And baby, when I tell y'all he was cooler than a cucumber and smoother than oil, we both went over. She said, come on and walk over there with me. I'm looking like, what we going to walk? What we finna do? But I followed behind and we went to holler at when I learned Officer Jones. So we left from in front of D Unit, and it's like we hit a little curve coming around. Still on that cement path for y'all, but we hit a little curve and it looked like it was going down the hill. So Jones like, who you is? Where you come from? I was like, my name. I said what my name was. I said, I came from my mama vagina. Y'all know how I be cracking though. He told me, oh, you one of them small ones, huh? So he hit the radio. He said, why y'all ain't on the 10-minute move? Donna told him, man, walk us down there to laundry so I could get her stuff. So they started going back and forth, bickering and playing a little bit. He was like, you think you run somewhere? Y'all come on, I'm going to walk y'all down. Look at me. I say, the people ain't say the 10-minute move. He said, girl, what the you talking about? Come on down. But he cursed. We went on down. As we was walking down, I saw a weight yard. I'm looking like, ooh, they lift weights and stuff in here. This is amusing to me. It looks like a big park outside. You just behind these barbed wire fence. We walking. I heard him on the walkie-talkie, and he say, hey, Mitch, meet me at the laundry. Officer Mitch say, I'm already here. We got the laundry. They open the door. Mitch say, oh, who is you? Where you from? So in my mind, I'm like, okay, that must be the standard things when the officers ask y'all. So I say, I'm from Miami. Talking about I'm from Miami. When he said that, I say, what part of Miami? When he said where he was from, I say, oh, snap. That's my stomping ground. That's my hood. So we chopped it up with the officers. They went in there, got me my laundry. Then I heard 10-minute move. After we was in there, they picked out the laundry and everything that was for me. They gave me the bag, sent us back up the hill. And that's when I heard 10-minute move, 10-minute move. We stood by a gate for a little while. I'm like, why we standing here? Donna said you got to wait for the 10-minute move. So that's when we heard it and we began to walk. And she just was still, informing me of like what's what. When we was coming back up the hill to go up, she say upstairs is the chapel. That's what church. I said, they got church in here? She just was laughing, acting like she didn't hear me. So we went back around. We got to the front of D unit door. Went up the ramp. She said, I'm going to see you later. I'm like, where you going? She said, oh, I'm down there in A unit. Baby, when that door opened up, I thought this was going to be the beginning. I hadn't even been there 24 hours, and that's when I saw something that I knew was going to stay with me for the rest of my life, was going to stay with me forever. When I walked in D unit, and I'm looking at that paper, her instructions in my mind, I heard some old B, and I turned around and saw a lady face get cut from ear to ear. Baby, that was so horrific to me. But if you want to know what else happened and what else I saw in that, you got to come back for the episode 4 and comment next.